It's the Black Canvas.
But, you know, like we tell you all the time, you don't have to wait till a new year to start a new beginning. You go ahead and actually start it today or last week.
I got a lot of people on TV talk about, man, it's a new year, you know, it's a new me. It's like, nigga, it's the same old you.
With EC&ST.
The whole 10 minutes, the manager kept on asking me, like, man, you want me to call an ambulance? Like, you want me to call an ambulance? And I was like, no, yes. That's why they gotta get rid of all of our leaders, man, and then like throw more dumb shit in our face to distract us, man.
Like Chanel purses. Presented by For Real.
For real, yeah. Jordans. Where the ceiling is the roof.
And now, EC&ST.
I know you waiting for daddy, it won't be long, shorty, be patient, cause I'm coming for you. Riding dirty on 85, slow, taking it easy, I don't want nothing to keep me from you. I know you waiting for daddy, it won't be long, shorty. What up, ST? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm good, EC. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, dude, man, motherfucking Irma done came in, you know what I'm saying? We got the aftermath of Hurricane Irma up here in the A, man, and you know, she fucking shit up.
Lights on.
Yeah, man, my light's been off, man, for like a day and a half, man, and you know, that's nothing, you know, that's like, you know, that's like water in a bucket compared to what people went through in Texas and in, you know, in Florida, man. So I'm not really, you know, bitching, but I was kind of like in my car, like taking a long way home so I could charge my phone. Yeah. And then sometimes I would like turn my phone off and turn it on, and it'd be like, it'd go from like 1% to 13%. I'm like, God damn, come on, nigga. Shit, I'm trying to go in the house, you know?
Yeah.
Shit. But yeah, man, so kind of, you know, fucked up on that, man. But other than that, man, I hope everybody's safe. I hope all these hurricanes are, you know, past us, man, so we can go ahead and get through the rest of this year.
Yeah.
Man, I want to speak on Apple real quick, man. So y'all know that the Apple Watch 3 got announced, the new Apple TV, and the new iPhones got announced. Now, you know, like I said multiple times, I'm a slave to Apple no matter what they put out. But I'm going to keep it real, man. This shit's starting to get lackluster, man. And even though I'm saying this, I'm still getting it. I'm still getting the iPhone 10 and a gun, because this shit about to be a G to get. And motherfuckers going to know the difference between the iPhone 8 and iPhone 10. And motherfuckers going to get, I'm telling you, man, right when that phone come out, I will not be flashing that shit right when it comes out. I will wait till like February next year to like really have it out and about where you just like, yeah. So, cause everybody have it by then. But I'm telling you, man, a lot of people can get this shit jacked.
Yeah.
Even with that Face ID on it. But man, it's just like, it's like every phone upgrade, they're behind. Cause I've been a Apple apologist, man, for so long, man. You know, I'd rather die with them, but man, like, every time they put something out, man, like the Android phones already had it out for like 2 years now. And then like the changes, like the incremental changes are not that substantial to warrant these prices, man. Like they want a G for a 64 gig phone, man. Like it should be at least 128.
Yeah.
For that phone, man. And then I think like the 256 model is $1,149. So now I gotta make a choice between the 64 gig and that one. And I have the 128 right now. Let me see how much space I have left on my phone as we speak. Let's see. Just for reference. Like, motherfucker, I'm at, like I had the largest one at 256 and I only have like 90 gigs available. So that 64 gig gonna fuck me. It's not gonna be enough for me, man. See how they get you used to shit, ST? And it's like, yeah, you know, you gotta make a choice. Like, man, fuck. But the only difference that this new iPhone 10 is gonna have is the Face ID, which we're gonna get into in a minute as far as like how people wanna like feel about that. So pretty much the phone recognizes your face, no matter if it's dark, inside of a club. I'm gonna see how that works with dark skinned people. I ain't trying to be like funny. But I'm dark skinned compared to like all of my friends. So I'm gonna see how that works for me in the dark. So I don't know. That's probably not gonna work well.
I mean, I can kind of imagine that it's gonna be a little faulty, just to be totally honest,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't think that
Got the
it's
extra
gonna be
melody.
all the way. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be all that all that together. It's gonna be like not able to read face, or,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, because it messed up. Oh, it messed up at the press conference today.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, but yeah. So the Face ID. The only thing that's really the upgrades on it is the Face ID. There's no longer a home button. It's edge to edge display.
Yeah,
There's a 7 megapixel camera on the front. It's a 12 megapixel camera on the back. It has augmented reality. So if people don't know what augmented reality is, it's pretty much like you can put the camera up in like on your desk, and then it'll have like let's show like a demo of like a robot fighting, and you controlling the robot fighting somebody else while they control like a bird or whatever. So you could do that. You could like play games with it.
yeah,
Or with augmented reality, you could like put your phone up and like, let's say you're in Spain and you're like on a famous trip in Spain. It'll show like the different historical monuments, and it'll be through your phone, and you'll see it in English and stuff like that. And it's just like, man, it's nothing much more they could do with the phone, man.
yeah.
But
I mean, we had been saying for for quite a while now that it seems as if Apple has been running out of ideas, especially since Steve Jobs passed away.
yeah,
You can kind of tell that everything that was so things that were so amazing about the phone, about the whole iPhone series it's gone down. Like you can just tell that it's not as innovative as it used to be.
it's just going off of his name. Just like, man, I know we're gonna get blasted for this, man, but just like we said, like Beyonce could just say, she can like just get on the track and just fart, and they be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
Beyonce, Beehive," you know.
yeah,
And if you say anything about Beyonce, you gay or you just a hater. I'm just like, man, now she
yeah,
farting on the track, like.
yeah,
And some people probably be in the room like inhaling this shit, and she probably just finished having some damn Mediterranean food. You know that shit fuck you up, fuck up your bowels. But yeah, man, it's like, even though I'm complaining about it, I'm gonna have it when it come out in November. I'm gonna get up at 3 a.m. to pre-order it. But I'm just like, man, it's almost to the point where like for Apple to really step the game up, people gonna just not have to just buy their phones, but they already have us, so we're kind of screwed.
yeah,
Yeah, man, because
yeah,
for Android phones, I just can't fuck with Android phones, man.
yeah. Me either.
I just can't. They got us, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, what else can we say though?
Yeah.
I mean, I seriously thought that maybe after after this one, it's gonna be a while before I get another one. Because I mean, I waited a couple of generations just before I got this one. Before I decided to get this one. Based on the fact that there's nothing that's really new about the phone, I just don't really see myself shelling out for another one after this one comes out. Because what for?
Yeah. Yeah, man, like, cause I have the 7 Plus, and I actually like this phone, and I was like, man, if they don't bring out a big version of the iPhone with this little anniversary edition, I think I'm just stick with this one. But since the
Yeah,
iPhone 10 screen is bigger than this screen and it's smaller, it's in between a Plus and the regular iPhone. I
yeah,
kind of gonna get it because I'm tired of the screen is it's kind of too big, and you really can't navigate with it with one hand, and you're driving. I don't
yeah.
advocate.
No, please don't do
Yeah,
that.
please don't do that. But you just can't, it's hard to do it. It's hard to like be in bed. Like, I get cramps in my hand holding this phone. I got a pretty big hand, but it's just you can't reach shit. So it's gonna be a little bit smaller, but have a bigger screen. So it's a win-win. So I can go ahead and go back to that.
Yeah.
But man, it's just, if Steve Jobs was alive, I wonder what the direction the iPhone would have gone in to this point.
It probably wouldn't be anywhere near what it is right now.
You think it'd be held back, or you think it'd be better?
I think it would be better, man.
Yeah, he had more. He was never, just like everybody knew he wasn't really a big tech geek. He was just a visionary.
Yeah.
That's what just made him the man. Like, he didn't know how to do anything. He just had just vision. Like, you do this. Like,
Yeah.
like you come here, do this, you do this, and it's gonna work.
Exactly. He put the right people in place to carry out his visions.
Yeah, man. And those people are needed. But I don't know, man. It's just, I'm kind of just in between myself on that, man. But yeah, we'll have it. You'll see. I'll post up a picture of it on our Twitter in November when I have it. Like, got the new iPhone. Yay! You know what I'm saying? Hey, and then I'm gonna have a case on my shit. And if somebody call me, I'm gonna have the Bluetooth on. I ain't bringing my shit out for a minute because motherfuckers out here hating, and I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be fight over a damn phone.
Nope.
Cause them motherfuckers gonna resell for a lot. So, man, y'all.
Oh yeah, you already know, man. Like, as soon as somebody gets one, it's gonna be right back on eBay for like probably 5 bands.
Yeah, dude. Easy. Especially people overseas in Dubai. Yeah. They got it, dude. So yeah, I might. Now just think about it. It might be smart just to go ahead and just buy it. Go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
And flip it, and then get yours with the money that you flip it with.
Pretty much.
Yeah, man. Keeping it real, man. Make you a couple $1,000.
And we probably just gave somebody a strategy on how to come up real quick.
Don't listen to that shit, man. Reselling hard, man. You gotta put it in a box. You gotta go to the post office, man. That's a lot of gas. You gotta that's type of all that shit.
Yeah.
But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Blank Canvas Podcast. We are a weekly podcast that comes on every Wednesday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on your favorite podcast services. That's iTunes, AudioMac. We see y'all, Stitcher, and YouTube. And you also can follow us on your favorite social media sites. On Twitter at Blank Canvas ECST. Also Instagram at Blank Canvas ECST. And Facebook at the same handle. And without further ado, let's get into the show.
Let's get it.
Alright, man, so everybody was always wondering which number would be retired if Kobe got his number retired. And I always thought, I don't know, I always said it was going to be both numbers. And then some people were going to say, they should do 8. You know what I'm saying? Because they did it with Shaq. You know what I'm saying? That's when Shaq, he did his with Shaq. And some people said they should do it with 24 because, he got it on his own with Paul Gasol. But they announced on Tuesday that they're going to go ahead and retire both numbers, pre-rape and post-rape. Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Moesha, with Moesha, after Moesha, Kobe, and then, fro Kobe and non-fro Kobe.
Yeah.
So, man, I think it's smart.
Receding hairline Kobe.
Receding hairline Kobe. Hell yeah, where it's almost like if you're not really like close to him, you think it's not receded because it's so fucking low.
Yeah.
But like if you get right when you get close, it's like, man, you can see it just like what LeBron trying to do. Like, LeBron, you ain't fooling nobody, man. Just cut that shit off, man. Put a headband on it.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect your. I don't think it's going to affect your marketability for you to be bald. I think that's what it really is, man. I think his marketability is going to really be affected if he shaves his head off. But yeah, I don't think 8 or 24 should ever be worn. If you play for the Lakers, you should never wear either of those jerseys, man. That motherfucker was a beast in both of them.
Yeah.
And he's one of the all-time greats. He's one of my favorite players all time, man. Period. What you think, man?
Before, I guess without thinking about it, I thought maybe just the 8 should have been retired.
Mm-hmm.
Just based off, everything, the rings, the 3 rings that he got with Shaq. And did he score his 81 points with 8 or 24?
No, 24.
Well, okay. Well, I guess for that reason alone, I guess that should be the reason why they should retire 24. Because to me, honestly, 24 represents selfish Kobe. Like Kobe that, you know, didn't rely on his teammates for anything.
That makes sense. Kind of a
Kobe,
point.
yeah, Kobe that took all the shots. Kobe that, you know, was pretty much a savage on the court.
Hell
So,
yeah. Yeah,
you know,
real
and I
quick.
don't,
I didn't mean to butt in, man, but I never
are
forget,
you good?
man. I never forget that time that they had the mic in on the last shot, on the last play of the game, and Lakers was getting the ball. I remember Mike Brown was the coach, so you know the dark ages of the Laker, you know, Laker Nation. And like Mike Brown was like right out the play, and all Kobe said was, "Give me the fucking ball." And Swaggy P just looked at him like, "Nigga, what the fuck?" Like he, like he
Yeah,
stared at him like, "You serious?" And then like Kobe was just like stomping his feet, rocking back and forth, sweating like, "Give me the fucking ball." That's all he said, and he was like, he was serious. And then like Mike Brown just like stopped right on the pad. It was like, "All right, y'all go there and get it then."
yeah,
that one little clip defines Kobe when he wore 24, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
For that, I don't think that should be the number that, you know, is retired. But, you know, but like I said, him scoring the 81, I think that kind of saved it for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, either way, it's not a surprise. Everybody knew that, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yep. Easy.
Easily, top 5, if not top 3 NBA players ever. Man, I'm happy for Kobe. He got his rings, and he got his legacy. So, I mean, hey, congrats, man. I guess hopefully he'll continue to do great things, with his influence and with his money, you know. But I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about Kobe.
Okay, let's say a hypothetical. Let's say LeBron ends with 4 rings, which I'm thinking is going to happen. I think he'll only get one more ring, man. It's just like, it's going to be catastrophic. Something
Yeah,
catastrophic is going to happen to the Warriors. Like, man, like KD going to have to like fuck like Stephen Curry's wife.
you stupid.
And they got to just, you know what I'm saying? He got to, like, for real, man, it's going to have to be something like that, man, to break up this crew. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be something like that, man, because, like, they coming, man, but I saw, man, people always try to make something out of nothing. I saw a picture of, there was a picture of LeBron, Westbrook, and Melo all standing together at Fashion Week, and everybody talking about, man, LeBron trying to get, Westbrook to LA when he come to LA. I was like, man, this shit ain't gonna happen. Please let it happen.
Yeah,
But that shit ain't gonna happen, man. But like LeBron, like for LeBron to beat the Warriors, it would take him, Westbrook, Paul George, and our core to have a shot. And our core, like Lonzo and Ingram, will have to step the fuck up in 2 years
yeah,
to be able to
yeah,
compete next year and actually be a fucking threat to the Golden State Warriors, man. And it's possible for all three. It's like never say never, but I don't see Westbrook coming. And if Westbrook don't come, like Melo's like on his like last leg, and then we have
yeah.
like
He is.
we have to put like everything in on that 1 year. And then like from what I'm hearing, like Melo don't even want to even play with LeBron. He really wants to go to Houston like real bad.
Yeah, he does. He's been pushing for that trade for the past few months, and trade talks kept falling through. So I don't know. We don't know if that junk is gonna happen, and I don't really see New York buying him out because that's a lot. Like that's a lot of money that they're
He
gonna
didn't.
have to just shell out.
He not gonna take like a reduced payout like Dwayne Wade's gonna do. And then like I saw another report talking about Dwayne Wade considering joining the Lakers or the Heat. I mean, or the Cavaliers. I'm like, I don't want you, Dwayne. Like, you
Yeah,
a shell of yourself, man. Look, I don't like the thing about LeBron coming. The one thing I'm worried about LeBron coming to LA is him trying to trade off all of our young assets, man. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. If LeBron trying to get rid of Ingram to bring somebody in, I don't
yeah,
want it because LeBron only got 3 years tops at his prime left,
yeah.
and in those 3 years he could possibly get us 1 ring, and that's worth it to sacrifice.
I say he got about five good,
Okay, if he got
good solid years.
you including this year, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I want to include him this year because he ain't on the Lakers, so it don't matter. But like, okay, be honest. In these 5 years, LeBron got 5 years left. How many rings he gonna get in these 5 years? I think one.
I was about to say either one or two.
He gets two. If he gets two, that'd be remarkable.
Yeah, it would. And that's the thing. If Lonzo turns out to be this Magic Johnson type of dude, the younger guys on the Lakers squad, they especially Ingram, if he grow into a nice little piece,
mm-hmm.
and I don't see why. I mean, because LeBron could take the Nets to the finals right now.
He could.
Like that's no lie. He could take the Nets. So if they could get, if LeBron could get 50% of their potential within the next year or so, that's good enough. I think that's good enough to beat the Warriors. The only thing is they got to hit shots. Plain and simple. They got to continuously hit shots because the Warriors don't miss.
They don't.
Like they can't, they can't be coming down on 2-for-1s.
Mm-mm.
Like they can't do that.
No, they can't.
Because they don't miss.
They can't. Because I'm gonna keep it real. If it's just LeBron and Paul George coming next year, they ain't gonna be enough. We need one more.
No.
We need one more superstar, and then we'll be able to compete. Like if it's Melo or it's, because it can't be CP3. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if they're trying to like bring the banana boat game together. Like, fuck CP3. We're not getting rid of Lonzo with CP3. That might be like the straw that broke the camel back for like Magic Johnson, for like LeBron coming in and be like, man, let's try to get rid of Lonzo. I'm going to bring in CP3. That motherfucker's like almost, he's 30. Was he 30? Or let me see how old is CP3, man. It's not worth it, man. Like Lonzo is going to be a freaking beast. I would not do that.
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
That'd be stupid as hell, dude.
That'd be giving away your future for like maybe 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years period, man. I couldn't do it, man. But what happened if we were GMs? LeBron came to us like, man, yeah, he's 32. Fuck that, man. No. Yeah. LeBron came in and was like, man, I want to get rid of Ingram. Okay, they say I want to get rid of Ingram and I want to get rid of Lonzo and I want to bring in let's say he wants to bring in him, PG, Chris Paul, and Melo, but get rid of those two. Oh, they ain't worth it, man. All them niggas. All of them in their early 30s, man. Like, you be going for it for the first 2 years, and then after that, people will be like, man, we let go of Lonzo, but we got a ring. And then after Lonzo just turns into a fucking beast.
And also, you gotta think about how much money they're gonna be siphoning from the cap.
Oh, what's face gonna take a pay cut for sure? People that be taking a pay cut is gonna be CP3 and Melo if they come, because they already. And then like Paul George is gonna be the youngest one.
Yeah, but he's still gonna probably command a good piece though.
Oh yeah.
I mean they might take a cut, but it's still gonna be a significant amount.
I don't know, man, because we'll see how this year goes. The only way I see LeBron leaving the Cavs is if they get freaking done in like they did last year in the finals, or they don't make the finals. But if they're competitive and it comes down to like a game 7, he might go ahead and stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in all honesty, he might stay. But yeah, man, speaking of Melo, man, what happened? The ESPN had a poll.
Yeah, I saw that.
He had the top 100 players. It had Melo. It had Lonzo Ball ahead of him, dog. And Lonzo only played 1 minute of regulation of basketball, man. That is disrespectful, man.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think what they going off of is, basically everything that's happening with this whole off season. So the fact that, he can't make it past a certain part of the playoffs. He's been in trade rumors so much. The whole thing with Phil Jackson, I think that's what has been, pushing him down the ladder, I guess.
Yeah, and then I saw on Twitter, somebody said, this junk is wrong, man. It's all about Melo's circumstances. He didn't have to sign that fucking extension. He didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
he went for the money, which I don't blame.
exactly. We all know what his intentions were. Like, that's basically like that. You could see that plain as day as soon as he signed it. Cause I thought for, at least 30 minutes, I was like, all right, Melo. So, he ain't gonna take no crazy deal. He gonna, allow somebody else to come in here. Cause, Amari Stoudemire didn't work.
Yep.
I was like, all right, so he gonna get somebody to come in here and play with him. Dog, if this nigga didn't take like 98% of the cap, I'm like, what are you doing?
He
I was
want
like,
the money.
yeah, yeah, you don't want to ring.
Yeah, he don't want to ring at all, dude.
Yeah,
He gonna regret this shit. He gonna
yeah,
bend his last leg on somebody's bench, on the Warriors bench in a couple years, trying to get a
probably.
ring. And he gonna
Yeah.
get one too, cause these motherfuckers coming.
I hope not, man.
He
I,
gonna go ring chasing, man. Watch, he gonna go ring chasing and start just taking the minimal. He gonna be one of
yeah,
those players.
I'm sure he will go after it, but I hope he don't get it. Not like that.
Yeah, cause he definitely will not see he will not get that many minutes, man. Play on that squad,
No,
not at all.
no. Cause we already got one Kevin Durant, and that's enough.
That is enough, dude. That is enough. Cause I can't believe that the Cavaliers are willing to trade Kyrie to the Warriors for Klay Thompson. That would have
Yeah,
made things worse.
yeah, whatever. Whew.
That would have been insane. But the only reason they didn't take that deal was because of just the chemistry that they already have on the court.
Yeah. Bottom line, it would have been a stupid move.
Yeah, it'd have been a stupid move. Cause Klay coming. Oh yeah, yeah. Whatever we had, it could be LeBron, Paul, and Klay. But Klay won't be coming till like 2019 unless he signs an extension, which I hope he doesn't. I don't know.
I think he's out of there, man.
Yeah,
Like if
they ain't the focal point anymore.
let them win 2 more rings.
Yeah,
He's out of there.
he out, dude. He out. Because he not even an integral part of that team, man.
Yeah.
At all. They really don't need him.
Nope.
And he knows that jump, man. Just come on home to LA like your dad. Play for the Lakers like your daddy did. You know what I'm saying? We need you. But you heard about Stoudemire say he gonna try to make a comeback, dude?
What else?
Marbury.
Somebody else said, yeah, Marbury, yeah.
40,
it was
man.
like, I mean, it's possible because he's over in China, going off. But
Got a statue and shit.
I think he would make like a training camp, but I don't think he would make the fire roster.
No,
I don't know.
It's a little publicity stunt. We just brought him in. Yeah, I just thought that was funny. But then our last little note on the NBA, man, like KD has some new kicks that's coming out, and it's his championship MVP 10s, the KD 10s that came out. And then the most poignant thing about the shoes is inside the soles, it has what all the pundits said about them. So in black on a blue sole in black like Sharpie, it has lame, doesn't care about fans, cheat code. What did it say? He's changed, not a leader. I hate him. He's a quitter, weak follower, blew a 3-1 lead. That made no sense because he wasn't even part of the team with 3-1 lead part. Oh yeah, he did blow a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I must say he was.
Yeah, he blew a 3-1 lead.
He was the first 3-1.
Super team, can't beat him, join him. Traitor, cheater, bandwagon. So that's on the sole, and then on top of it, in yellow Sharpie, it has 16-1, and then 2017 champs, and then it has his stats for the 5 games on the right sole. It has finals most valuable player. And I'm gonna say this, man. And I tweeted at him at Blake Hill ECST. I was like, dude, you cannot change the narrative. What you did was soft. What you did was lame. What you did was arrogant. You did choke. You joined a super team. You will not change the narrative. No matter what you do, your team that you hire cannot spin this shit. They can't. Yeah. They cannot spin it, man. What you did was soft.
Yeah, at the end of the day, there will always be an asterisk by this championship win.
Yeah, man. And then, I remember he was doing a little interview with Carrie Champion with her little chocolate ass. I didn't know she was 40. She's still cute.
She looks older, but she still, she doesn't look like she's old.
No, she doesn't, man. You know, black don't crack. But
Yeah.
he said, I'm tired of people talking about me joining the super team. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I didn't put in any work. Like, man, your job got 10 times easier because, man, they got to account for all the other shooters on the fucking court.
Yeah.
They can't just stay on you. They can't just focus on you. Better shooters out there. Like, Curry shoots better than you. So he's more of a threat than you are. Especially from the 3-point line. It's just like, man, it just made the team. Like, him joining that team made the team unfucking guardable. You can't fucking guard the team.
Yeah, it did.
It's going to take another super team where it's like an all-star at every position and some extremely great role players that's going to take like the league minimum on the bench to make this shit work, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to take.
And, you know, they keep, and this past offseason, you know, they keep, you know, adding more people.
More money.
Yeah, pretty much.
More money. No, it's just, they winning next year, man. I don't care what the Cavs do. They winning next year.
Yeah, they are.
Because Isaiah Thomas is going to be a fucking defensive liability, man. They're going to be going, they're going to be rain on that nigga.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Jay Crowder can't do shit, man. He's a good wing defender, but it's not going to be enough, man.
No.
LeBron knows that he's going to be 3-6 in the finals. Going to write this shit down now-ish.
Yeah.
Gonna be 3-6 in the fucking finals, man. But yeah, it's like, no matter what you do, you can't change that narrative, dude. You got your ring, you got your MVP, but you did it. It would have been way sweeter if you would have did the OKC, because you can't compare yourself to what LeBron did. The fucking Heat were garbage before he got there.
Yeah.
He brought players with him. That team's already fucking built. I'm tired of this shit. All right, and then let's go ahead and what you think of the NFL games, man? This past weekend.
Man, I was just happy to have football back. To be totally honest with you, I didn't even care about the quality of the games. I guess maybe this week coming up, I have more of an opportunity to to sit and dissect games one by one. But man, I was just happy to have football back. It was nice to see some new, I guess, stars in the making. I guess we'll see by week 6. Yeah, we'll see by week 6 if some of those same stars are still still popping like they were in week 1, because it is just week 1. So, but I'm happy, man. Football's back. Real quick, man, I want to talk about Baker Mayfield, man.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm so pissed that he apologized, dude.
Yeah,
because
what people don't know, for people that don't watch college football, so Oklahoma played Ohio State, and the previous year Ohio State went to Oklahoma and they beat them, and they sang the Ohio State's fight song in the middle of the field. So what Baker Mayfield did was he took the Oklahoma flag inside of the shoe, Ohio State's home stadium, and like spiked the flag in between the O at the stadium. But go ahead, finish, ST.
And so basically, I guess the administration of Oklahoma University, somebody went to Baker Mayfield and told him to apologize, I guess. Or it would probably be in his best interest to apologize. And if I was Baker Mayfield, I would have told them to kiss my ass, because I wouldn't apologize for nothing. And I would just basically say, yo, what you gonna do? Suspend me? And then, hey, you can go ahead and suspend me, but then you have to explain to Oklahoma alumni, Oklahoma boosters, and Oklahoma fans why the season is going up in flames, because I just because I acted not inappropriately, but I acted upon emotion. Like, I had a pretty decent game. I was emotional, and what happened happened. And you should just take that and just run with it, because at the end of the day, it's a football game.
Yeah.
It's college football. I'm not getting paid. I'm barely eating 3 meals a day. So what you expect for me to do?
Yeah, dude.
So,
Yeah, he shouldn't apologize for that, man. But yeah, college
yeah,
some of the college football games on Saturday was fucking awesome.
yeah, they were,
Yeah, man, it
and
was good.
I was thoroughly enjoyed some of those games though.
But yeah, um, the pros have been pretty good so far. So many whack ass quarterbacks. So that goes back to Kaepernick not having a job, man, and Scott Tolzien did not disappoint. I knew that motherfucker. I knew Scott Tolzien would not disappoint, man. That motherfucker was garbage. Tom Savage for the Texans didn't last a whole game before Deshaun Watson came in. I thought that shit was funny as hell.
He didn't last a half, did he?
He lost a half, no, man. They replaced him at the halftime, but then like Deshaun Watson started out good, then he started getting antsy, and I'm telling you, man, they need to go back. They need to go back to Savage because that line's not good enough to protect Watson. And I'm telling you,
No, it's not.
Watson gonna end up like David. Was it David Carr?
Or
pick.
yeah, or end up like Andrew Luck and be hurt. But I think the one thing that Watson has an advantage over a Savage is the fact that Watson can actually save himself.
Yeah, man, but you don't want your running. You don't want your drinking quarterback always running for his life, man. Starting out, man.
That's true, but I mean, if you go look at the positive, that's the one positive about it. So I mean, what do you want? Just at least give your team a chance to win a game, or just throw your hands up and know that you gonna walk out with a loss, every week.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think they should cut their losses and at least give him some time to progress, man. Cause shit, if he
did we? Oh man, just real quick, breaking news: Dwayne Wade signed with the Cavs.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Hold on, man. So he got bought out already? Wow.
I guess so.
Wow, he got bought out.
He signed for 1 year, $5.2 million.
God damn, why they spend all that money? What happened to somebody get injured? They can bring somebody else on. What the fuck? Why they pay him all that money? So what they need to do, like keep it real, what they need to do with Dwayne Wade is sit his ass down
to the playoffs.
Yeah, I wouldn't even play his ass. If I would treat him like Pop treated Duncan in this last couple years.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I would do, man. Like Dwayne Wade would not play until he need be, and if they held him out and rested him to the playoffs, man, Dwayne Wade could be a huge asset.
Yeah, good.
He could be a huge asset, man. But man, that's man. I knew this shit's gonna happen anyway. When they were talking about him getting bought out, so I guess Dwayne will go ahead and do this 1 year with LeBron, and then probably go back to the Heat and retire it with the Heat because we sure do not want his ass with LA, man. We ain't got time. We ain't got time for no dead weight. We're talking no brother shit, no banana boat shit. Like he out the banana boat. He ain't even worth the shit no more. Nah, man. If he come, I'm just like, man, what the fuck y'all doing? Like Magic, I know you're trying to get LeBron, but you can't let LeBron have this much power.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You gotta be like, nah, man, we can't bring on Dwayne, but we'll bring on somebody else. Dog. But we'll see, man. This I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm looking forward to the NBA season this year, man.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really looking forward to it, dude. It's gonna be nice to see, the Warriors just like glide through the West, and the Cavaliers glide through the East, and see them again for a fourth straight time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but it should be straight. But on a somber note, I know a lot of people have heard about Kanika Jenkins.
Mm.
And for the people that haven't heard about it, it was a young girl that was set up by her friends, and she ended up getting raped and killed and put in a hotel freezer in Chicago. And a lot of people have, seen the video because, everybody's doing like their little, Facebook investigations online. So I know you saw everybody seeing like the little 28-minute video of a girl explaining what happened inside the room. And then like little video of the actual like that where she actually got raped at in the hotel. They had like a girl was like on Facebook Live at the time. You could see her reflective glasses. You kind of see the girl and the guys. Like one of them had like a blue jacket on, and one of them had a red jacket on. But it's crazy, man, because you really can't trust anybody because they have like the chat, the history of the chat between the girl and the guys. Talking about how much money. Talking about trying to set her up. How much money you talking about $200. And talking about, okay, bet we got you. Gonna fuck her up. Like, man, it's sad, man.
Yeah.
Got her drunk, raped her. Then like on the video, you can hear her screaming, "Help me!" And they turn the music up loud. And I'm like the whole time, why you even on like if you're doing something that if you're doing something. If you commit a crime like that, why even on Facebook Live? It just shows how fucked up some people are. They just want attention no matter what, no matter how they get it.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with us now, man. We just thrive on attention.
I
But
mean,
on Sunday, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, all the times we hear about other people getting killed, or robbed on Facebook because, they're showing off.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, man.
The same, man. It's sad, man. Girl lost her life. She thought she was with people she could trust. That's the thing. That's the scary part about it, man. Because like the girl that set her up, she's in like all of her pictures on social media, like goes back like years. So this girl been plotting on her for a long time, or like maybe like a guy that she like ended up liking her, and then she like got back at her, and she didn't even know that the shit was going on. Cause the motherfucker was just smiling in the face. You never know, man. It's on some bullshit. And then on World Star Hip Hop, they had a video of a girl trying to, a girl that was there in the hotel room that set her up too, was trying to commit suicide on Facebook Live before the cops came in and arrested her. And you could tell she really wasn't gonna cut herself up because she had like 6 kitchen knives in her hand at the time, crying and shit because her life's over.
Yeah.
And they didn't even try to even save her, man. They just let that shit happen. I don't care the dudes had guns on them. You gotta be like, man, no, this is not right. I don't care if the girls in there wanted some of the girls, some of the guys to hit, fuck them next.
Yeah.
It's sick, man. It's like nobody you could trust, and then people on Twitter making videos trying to become, internet famous, talking about if that was me, I wouldn't have did this, and I was like, man, clean your room up. Your room all fucked up in the back. Those videos, man, where motherfuckers be like trying to like explain what happened, and it's like roaches crawling in the bag and open piece of boxes with condoms in it, used condoms and shit in it and stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody just want attention. Everybody want to subtweet. Everybody want to subtweet a joke, to get internet famous. It's kind of sad because like when somebody tweet blows up, people just like, man, like when you get famous, man, don't forget about me. I'm just like, man, like getting retweets and likes not going to get you anywhere, homie.
Yeah. I mean, some dudes think it will.
But yeah, man, it's kind of sick, man, that our sister ended up getting set up when she thought she was in an environment that she felt safe.
So, I mean, what did they ever tell, I guess, what the purpose of her even being with these people was?
It was a party. They were just partying. And who else? Who the fuck parties at the hotel? I don't. But they went to the Crown Plaza Hotel, and it was by the O'Hare Airport. And they were partying there. And, just getting drunk, doing stuff. And yeah, the guys raped her. You could hear in the background yelling, help. And the girl just sitting there and talking about what y'all about to do next. And the music blasting. And some nigga music. Another. She was 19 years old, man. That shit's sad, dude.
Wasted life, man.
Wasted life, man. All over some bullshit. All over because dudes can't spit game well enough to get their own. Can't get no vagina on their own, so they won't just take it, man. I hope them dudes rot in prison, man. It's bullshit.
Man.
And then on another note, you ever heard of PewDiePie, man?
No.
Yeah, so PewDiePie, for people who don't know, PewDiePie is a famous internet YouTuber. That motherfucker make $4.2 million a year just
How
playing.
much?
He makes $4.2 million a year just making YouTube videos and playing video games on YouTube and making weird noises and shit. Don't get me started, man, 'cause it pisses me off. But he said nigga while he was playing the game, and people are outraged by it. And then so many people are trying to make excuses for him saying nigga. Talking about one person came up with the most implausible statement I've ever heard in my life. One guy said, if a dying white kid asked Make-A-Wish Foundation for that, he's pretty much said like his last thing he wants to ever say in the world is nigger.
Yeah,
Will you let him say it? I'm just like,
wow.
what? Why do you want to say the word that bad? Like, that's not even a good example of why a person that's not black to use the word nigga. It's like he got to be on his deathbed. He got to be cancer ridden, and his last wish is to say nigga. Like, if that's your wish, you probably have to say it. Like, you know.
I got 3 weeks to live. Tell my mama I just want to say nigger one time.
One good time. As he died, nigger. like the only reason white people want to say nigger is because, and the only reason white people are mad about the word and why they can't use it because there's no repercussion for us using it. If they use it, it comes with a lot of repercussions now because of social media. But before then, they were saying it was free reign. But now that everybody's a reporter and everybody gets stuff on their iPhone or their smartphone and it's there forever on the internet, it's harder to get away with stuff. You know how to overlook things because it's just there.
Yeah.
But everybody coming to his defense had real shallow remarks saying like, "Hey man, we can't be outraged when people say certain things. We have to just kind of just go with it." You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be crucified for making a Freudian slip. I'm like, man, the way he said it seemed like he said that shit all the time. Like Dave Chappelle said. Hey, how Dave Chappelle say that shit, ST? I say nigga all the time, but it seemed like that nigga said nigga all the time. Like, yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, that nigga look like he says nigga all the time. Now I say nigga a lot, but that nigga says nigga all the time.
Yeah, he said all the time. And like the way he said it, because it's not the first time he said it. He said it another time playing Grand Theft Auto Online, so it's nothing new.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was funny how people like this generation like if they have sometimes white people just get one like token black friend so they can like be real friendly with them and they be like, you know what I'm saying, can I say nigger? Is it cool to say it? You know what I'm saying, around you feel kind of way about it, and they be like, oh man, no, you cool with me, man, because motherfuckers just happy just to be on the train. So they go ahead and let the motherfucker say it. And I tell all my non-black friends, like, man, you say shit around me, man, I'm cutting your ass off and your ass getting slapped.
Yeah.
Like, real talk, man. Like, you can, somebody made a great point. It was like, man, Eminem been rapping all these years and not say it, like, you can go without saying it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I just don't understand what people's fascination. It's all about they just can't say it, and we can say it and they can't. That's all it is.
Well, it all boils down to the fact that white people always want what they can't have.
Yeah.
And if they can't have it, they'll steal it.
Yeah.
So,
real talk.
If they could steal the word nigga, they would. I guarantee you.
Yeah. Definitely, dog. And then our last news topic before we get into our topic for the show is Jemele Hill. Now, a lot of people don't know who Jemele Hill is. She's a sportscaster on ESPN. She has, Sports Center at 6 with Michael Smith that comes on 6 o'clock Monday through Friday. And then sometimes kind of weird because sometimes they'll be on for like Monday and Wednesday, then be off for the rest of the week, and then it'd be like the other dude that's on there that plays both sides of the fence, like a light skinned dude. I don't forget that nigga. Then Michael Eaves, that motherfucker plays both sides of the fence. Ain't even funny. Like when
Yeah.
he's like featured on the Six with Michael Jemele, he be like, yeah, man, he'll like quote like rap lyrics, but then when he's on there with like a white, when he's on there like talking about golf or like a I don't even know, like a somebody on ESPN is white. I forgot their names, but I know if I see him. But you know the whole gist. He'll be like, yeah, man, tubular. I'm like, that's the motherfucker. That's the main motherfucker that'll be an informant and be in the Black Panther talking about, yeah, brother, I got you. And be the man talking about him, and him. Go.
Yeah. The mole.
Hell yeah, the motherfucker like he be like go with like bullets be going flying through your head except for his. He walk out. All right, man, that motherfucker, this nigga here. But pretty much. So what the tweet said was, she said she pretty much said Donald Trump is a white supremacist who largely surrounds himself with other white supremacists. She said Donald Trump is the most ignorant, offensive president of my lifetime. His rise is a direct result of white supremacy. Period. Said no, the media doesn't make it a threat. It is a threat. He has empowered white supremacists. See Charlottesville. He is unqualified, unfit to be president. He is not a leader. And if he were not white, he would never have been elected. So true. Donald Trump is a bigot. Glad you could live with voting for him. I couldn't because I care about more than just myself. And it says, it's funny how you cling to Benghazi, but I bet you didn't give one thought to what Trump said about Central Park 5.
Nope.
So she said that, and the ESPN came out and said the comments on Twitter from Jemele Hill regarding the president do not represent the position of ESPN. We have addressed this with Jemele, and she recognized her actions were inappropriate. And I was talking to ST before the show started, and I was like, man, like Jemele tweets a lot.
Yes, she does.
And after she said this, she has not, as of this time, for the past 16 hours, she has not tweeted since then. So they went ahead and put her in her place. And it's kind of unfortunate. And I'm not happy about this at all. So don't get me wrong. I'm mad about this, man. But when you work for a white company and you're a person of color, man, you got to get in line or they'll just cut you off.
Yeah.
It's still that way to this day, man. It's kind of like ESPN's like, man, we kind of pride ourselves on being diverse. But when it comes to, speaking your mind on certain topics, they're going to go ahead and, reel you in. And then the guy that's saying, are you ready for some football? They brought him back, and he called Obama Hitler.
Wow.
But they brought him back to see Monday Night Football. So the hypocrisy in that bullshit. But everything she said was not a lot of straight facts. But because it's Trump and because he's the president, they have to make her an example. And of course, white Twitter is up in flames talking about, I'm not going to support ESPN. ESPN going down the tank anyway.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I mean, that's not helping anything. You just, it's helping them to die faster, but, they didn't need your help in that area.
Hell yeah, but ESPN right now is the Titanic, man. It's only a fucking matter of time for they hit that fucking iceberg.
Yeah.
But what she said was not wrong, man. And somebody hit Michael Smith and asked man, hey, is Jemele, is she all right? He's like, man, she always gonna be all right. But I would love to be a fly in that room.
Yeah.
Just into what they said to her and how she respond.
Yeah.
Cause they try to come to her on some Jemele, you shouldn't have said that, and we try to let everybody speak their mind here, ESPN, but you kind of went too far and yada yada yada. And she probably just sitting there like, the bullshit you have to go through being black, man.
Yeah.
Cause she not a Aunt Jemima like fucking Sage Steele.
Yeah.
And Sage Steele,
bitch.
Hell yeah, man. That's the only reason she kept her job, man, because she be sucking the white man dick. That's the only reason, man. I'm talking about
literally and figuratively.
Hell yeah, dude. If there was a way for her to jump in the machine and make herself all the way white, she would have jumped in that shit yesterday, nigga.
Yeah. Real quick.
Yeah, real quick, dude. Like she'll break her neck. She'll break her damn neck trying to get into the fucking machine. Like, dude, that'll be crazy, man. Just thinking about how many people, if they gave you a choice to change your race, man, like the percentage of African American blacks in the world would dip like
Would
50,
decrease.
would
Yes.
decrease by like 50%, nigga.
Yes, it would.
So all they would do was just try to find a new way to categorize people that changed and disenfranchise them. Oh yeah,
Yeah, probably so.
you used to be black, so you know what I'm saying. Now you're fucked. Like, what was the
Yeah.
point? What's the point of me changing? Like, it wasn't a point, nigger. Like, I'm white
Yeah.
though. Like,
Nigger.
that shit would be dog. The white population would increase like tenfold,
Yes,
and
it would.
black would decrease by I don't know how much, man. It would be sad, dude. It'd be staggering.
Yeah, it would. But I think also though, it would be a small percentage, but I think a good percentage of white people would be black.
Oh yeah, it'll be like it'll be a lot of teenagers, and it would like the demographic for it to be like ages like 15 to 25, 26. Because right when white kids that act black hit like that middle 20s, about to hit their 30s, they snap back into reality. Like, man, you want to get a good job, you might want to let that shit, that yo shit go. Like, yeah, you know what, you right, Bill. Let me go and come back to reality. Fuck these niggers. It's like, there you go, Jim. There you go. Yeah, man. So, and our parents would be devastated. They walk in the room and they end up being black. They'll shoot the motherfuckers on sight. Oh, shit.
Yeah, probably so.
Hell yeah, man. But we stand by our Kaepernick came out, and a lot of people. I know Sean King came out. You know, he's a big social activist for for black people, even though he's not black. But big up to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's a double agent. We need double agents. So shout outs to him. Shout outs to Kaepernick. And shout out to everybody saying they have a hashtag right now saying we stand by Jemele. And you know what I'm saying? We put some up on our Twitter as well, man. We stand by her. And I hope she doesn't change, act any different, don't act different when she comes back. Cause I'm gonna watch the next SportsCenter at 6 and see if she addresses it. Well, she probably will.
They probably won't though.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, because ESPN is that kind of company where they won't address issues that I guess make people uncomfortable on air.
Yeah.
They'll just do it either via social media or maybe their website or something like that. They won't do it on air. I guarantee they won't do that. If they do, then it's a witch hunt for real, because they don't never make nobody like apologize on air for unless they black. Stephen A. Smith did it. If they make Jemele do it, then she'll be the next one.
Yeah.
So just look out for that.
Yeah, look out for that shit, man, because that shit coming, man. But that's all of our news topics. That's kind of long, but let's go ahead and get into the topic.
Let's get it.
Yeah, go ahead, ST. Go ahead, man. It's your topic, son. So let's go do it.
All right, y'all. This week, something brand new for y'all. Something that we kind of want everybody to think about. Especially, if you're a student, if you're a college student, this is a question that you should be asking yourself. This is the perfect time to be asking yourself, this question. And, the question is, what legacy are you building? While you're in college, or even while you're beginning your career, you should be asking yourself, what legacy am I building? I mean, just think about, people in your family, think about your friends. And, just study those around you, those who are above you, and just take heed of what people are doing to build their legacies. When you think about a legacy, a lot of people try to, I guess monetize it. But it's much deeper than that. It's much deeper than, a financial, setting. It's much deeper than that. It's, when you think about a legacy, you think about an attitude. You think about a way of life. You think about what impact you have on society. I think about some of the people that we have here. For instance, 45 and, his legacy. you think about his kids. Do you think that his kids would want to follow up his legacy with the same thing that he's doing? Like maybe in business, but not necessarily on a societal impact. Do you like EC? Do you think that his kids would want to continue the legacy of being a supremacist and acting upon the notion of hate?
To be honest, yes, because you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it, man. Like your first teachers and your first heroes are your parents.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people don't know, and some people know, it's like common knowledge that Donald Trump's father was a huge Klansman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was inundated into him that blacks and everybody else are inferior all his life. And if that's inundated within his subconscious, naturally he's going to teach his kids that. Subconsciously he's going to teach his kids that by the remarks he makes every now and then. If you watch the TV, walks by and says something like, "Oh, he's dumb," or say, "Look at these stupid people. They never pay rent on time," or they he's not saying anything racist about it, but he's just let's see, enlightening the stereotype towards certain races of people, man. So, to be honest, I think, because even like I saw it's funny that you mentioned that, man. I just saw a picture of Donald Trump Jr. that was went viral on Twitter because instead of the pictures facing him, it's facing away from the desk, and people was like, man, who the fuck does that? You can't see the pictures. All you see is the back of the pictures from his perspective. And he has his father's same hairstyle, slick back. He looks like him. And he's already ready to try to take over his father's business. So, yeah, man, I guarantee you that his son has the same racist views that he has. I guarantee it. On top, man, just because it's kind of like when you already, born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you're going to look and see, like, man, what did my father do to become successful? Which one's shit? Because he inherited that money. He inherited that money to begin with. And he almost fucked it up for his kids because he is so much debt and like everything he ever touched turned into shit, or just foreclosed.
Yeah,
it's like everything that he's ever started, man. You can't even see. It's not around to this day.
Yeah,
except for Trump Tower.
Yeah.
Except for those motherfuckers.
And Trump steaks, I think. Now they gone too.
Yeah.
Now, so based on that assessment. You're basically saying that his kids are deemed to continue the legacy of racism and slumlord living, I guess. Be like, so it's just
like another example, man. Put on the positive spin. Look at Diddy.
Yeah.
You see how Puff Daddy, you can go on Puff Daddy's Instagram every day. He's doing something motivational, something positive. Giving a positive, some kind of motivational speech on his Instagram every single day, every hour. And I guarantee you that mindset is in his children, his little girls, and his sons.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, with the help of, Puff Daddy, his sons are going to be just as successful as him. Because number one, now they ain't got to work. They ain't got to work for the money. The money's already there.
Yeah.
And some of his sons already got his quote unquote swagger. I think it's mostly because of the money they got his swag, but not hating.
Well, money can buy you just about everything. So
money can buy you everything, man. It's just how would you act if you had that money? Could you reproduce what your father did if you didn't have anything? If he died and then somebody just fucked him and took all his money, could you do what he did? And I highly doubt it, because you see it a lot with famous athletes. They have sons, and they're like half the athlete that they are, or just half the businessman.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say, usually what happens with legacies within someone that that is a great power, like the business usually turns out to be less than what it was when the father had the business.
Yeah.
Like you take prime example, the Lakers. When when Dr. Bus died and those Bus kids took over, it went down. the Lakers they kind of went a little sideways.
Shit, sideways, they went down. You trying to be nice? Like shit, that should be real. Like these motherfuckers got fucked up, man. Shit.
So I think maybe one exception. Ooh, also, the New York Yankees, when, Mr. Steinbrenner left, they went down. I think maybe one exception of that might be the Dallas Cowboys. Cause you got, Jerry, who was, an absolute, crazy man. But then, like, you got, like, people like his son that are trying to, calm him down in the war room.
Yeah.
And, help him make, smart decisions. So, oh yeah, also, I think about, the WWE, with, McMahon Sr. and then, Vince McMahon, how he made it better. And then, like, you think about when he dies, what is the WWE going to be like?
Their legacy is gonna remain, I think.
You think so?
I think so. I think Shane can do a pretty decent. I think Shane do a pretty decent job. It's not gonna be what it was, but it's not gonna fall off a fucking cliff.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, see, that's the thing, man. Like, they're pretty much gonna be fighting for power because, Shane has 3 sons and Stephanie, she has what, 3 daughters?
I think Stephanie should run it. I forgot all about Stephanie. I'm gonna keep it real, man. I ain't watched wrestling in years. I ain't watched wrestling since like Goldberg.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, even then though, like, I think she's like the chief brand ambassador or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember, but I don't know, man. Like, you think about legacies, man. And, not just from a powerful standpoint, just on a personality standpoint. If your parents are somebody or people that constantly looked out for other people, who constantly, shared their home and opened their home to other people, who got out and volunteered and, just did things for, just the sake of being a good person. That's the kind of legacy you kind of want to hand down to people.
Yeah, that's a legacy within itself. It don't have to always be monetary.
Yeah. So, just, a lot of times we don't think about, the kind of legacies that we're building because, we're too far into the moment. So if you some stinking ass, lazy ass nigga and like you don't want to do nothing and you having kids and like your kids see that you ain't doing nothing, like you passing down a legacy of stank ass and
This ain't funny, but this is real talk.
No, for real though. I was trying to be funny, but I wasn't trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, man. That shit caught me off guard, nigga. God dog.
But for real though, like it's just like we don't think about the legacies that we're building while we're building them because we're too much into the moment. So it's good to be conscious of what kind of legacy you're building, not only for you, not only for your children, not only for your children's children, but your children's children's children.
Yeah.
So I just kind of come up with some ways that, people can, kind of make a difference. Just some small ways that people can create a powerful legacy to leave behind for, future generations. And not just, of course, not just monetary, but, something that people can actually benefit from. Because not everybody can benefit from, a monetary gift, so you never know. Like a bad crack habit and a crazy week in Vegas can ruin a monetary gift in no time.
No time, dude.
So first things first, you got to decide what kind of legacy you want to create. If you knew that you only had about 5 more years to live, how would you spend those years? Like, what message would you want to, send with your life to the world and to those who matter to you the most? Like, just imagine that you would be attending your own funeral. Like, what would you want your family and your friends to say about you and how you lived your life? And, like we always say, don't wait until, something drastic happens, or, don't wait until the next year to do what you got to do. Start creating your legacy today. Like, as I said earlier, if you're a college student, this is the perfect time for you to be thinking about what kind of legacy you want to leave behind.
Yeah, man. You never know when you never know when you leaving here either. Boy.
Exactly.
Dude. So, and another thing, man, not just to deter, older people that, saying that you don't have a future, man. Like, you can build a legacy at any time. You can be like, some of the most successful people didn't get started until their early to mid to late 30s and 40s.
Yep.
Some people didn't find their fortune until then. So it's never too late. But a good start would be, high school graduation, going into college, because that's kind of, you kind of want to get, being a kid and fucking around out of your system, and then by that time, like, the fucking around kind of got go out the wayside.
Yeah, I mean, because it's usually the perfect time in which you're supposed to be finding yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Spread your legs.
Yeah.
Getting dug out or doing the digging. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah. Swing.
Yeah, swing. Go ahead.
But, as you said, we have a limited time on this planet, and often, we live as if we don't. We live as if all of our time is unlimited, putting things off, thinking that we'll always have more time to do whatever. Of course, the truth is none of us actually really know how long we're going to live. So if you're going to create a powerful legacy for yourself, then you need to start wasting time and start creating it today. Number 3, simplify your life and focus on the essentials. It's kind of hard to say that because, it's not hard to say that, but I guess it's kind of hard to live up to that, because so many people, it's hard to I guess calculate what your essentials are. Like I can never tell EC what is essential to him, and he can never tell me what's essential to me. So
I could tell my significant other what's essential to her. She want to stay on this gravy train. I was playing. She want to stay on this squad. No, I'm just fucking around. Go ahead.
Basically, take time to figure out 2 to 4 things that are most important to you, and put the bulk of your energy into those things and let go of the rest. Just focus on what's essential. Like, focus on what you need. Like, all this other bullshit, let that go. Number 4 is probably really hard for other people to do. Treat everybody that you meet with kindness.
Oh, that's real hard for some people.
Yeah, because, a lot of people don't know that, a powerful legacy can be created with just, some of the simplest actions. Just, being nice and being kind to somebody could probably change your life in ways that you never know. Something as simple as, holding the door for somebody. I don't know, like paying for somebody's, paying for the person behind you, paying for their meal or something like that if you're in a drive-thru or something.
Yeah, or if you see somebody that's homeless on the street, man, just buy them a meal, or go get a hot and ready from Little Caesars. Yeah. And take it to them, man. You'll make their whole day, dude.
Yeah.
Like, period, man. They'll never forget that.
Yeah, you never know how you could impact somebody's life.
Nope.
And and who knows, that person that you impact just may be the person to give you a shot at, whatever it is that you want. And of course, all of that, leads into number 5, which would to be serve to the best of your ability. And that's really hard for people to do, Because a lot of people now don't want to serve nobody. They want to serve themselves. Like nobody wants to be a servant to, people in need. Somebody seeing somebody, on the street, and they just walk past them as if they don't even see them at all.
Yeah, man. Case in point, it's a great example of people that just, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep it real with myself. Back in the day, I remember I was being cordial with like a girl that kind of hollered at me. You know what I'm saying? At Best Buy, I was working at Best Buy, and she's a Christian girl, and I remember we would like ride to her spot. You know what I'm saying? I thought something was gonna happen, but it didn't. I was like, excuse me. No, I'm just joking, man. She wasn't like that, but we were riding, to her apartment, and like somebody was homeless, and she like pulled a car over. She like, honey, you need somewhere to stay tonight? And I was looking at her like, my eyes were like, wow, like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, you don't know her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? And the lady was like, thank you so much, sweetie, but I'm okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the shelter. You're like, okay then, just if you need help, I'll here for you. And I was just like, wow. It's like, man, like I couldn't have done that because while you sleep, you know what I'm saying? She could have took a knife to your throat and it would have been on you. But she just was that, just that a great servant of the Lord to go ahead and just be like, hey man, like I'm willing to help people anywhere I can because I never know where I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
In the future, man. And, that takes a lot of self-discipline, man.
Yes, it does.
It takes a lot of self-discipline, man. Just not to be selfish, period, to do something like that, man. Because I don't know if I can do that because people out here crazy nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard, man. Like, it's hard to just, to just give of yourself.
Yeah.
Just because. Not for any particular reason, not because, you're going to expect anything back, but, just because.
Here's another thing, man. Like, when you do something for somebody, please don't expect something in return, man. And don't be like fake, like, yeah, man, I'm helping. And then, like, you do something like, okay, motherfucker, what you gonna do for me? With your pants down and your hands up, like, what? Like,
where's my payout?
Yeah, I know. Like, do something. Just do something just for the sake of doing it, and don't look for anything in return. That's actually the best gift you can give somebody.
Yeah.
And you never know, man. That person might end up hitting the lottery and come back and and break y'all something in the future. You never know.
Yeah. Maybe you don't know what kind of legacy you want to create with your life. That's understandable. We live in it's so complicated and so overwhelming. A lot of times our attention is pulled in, so many directions. And, if that's the case, then it would probably be at your best. It would probably be the best thing that you should do is probably just to focus on, the next right thing that you have in front of you. Just focus on doing that. Every time you're faced with a choice or a decision, just do the next right thing. Every time you do the right thing, however you define that, you create a powerful chain of actions which leads directly to a powerful legacy.
That's true, man.
Yeah. And then, finally, once again, just remind yourself that you have a limited amount of time. Once again, tomorrow isn't promised.
Nah, man.
You have to keep that in mind that, you should not put off today. You should not put off tomorrow what could be done today.
Exactly, man. Just case in point, I was reading about 9 people got killed at a Dallas Cowboy viewing party because this guy got into a fight. I guess like his ex or his soon-to-be ex-girlfriend was over at the house. They had an argument outside of the house. He ended up shooting her and everybody in there. And then the cops came over and killed him because they got into a gunfight. And then people were just going over there just to watch a fucking game. And they think they were going to watch the game they're talking about, oh, I gotta go into work on Monday, and at least we won this game. We'll go Cowboys, and you get slugs up in you because somebody couldn't handle their woman or can handle being rejected or getting cheated on. No telling what's going on with it, but it's just like you never know, man. You never know. So I'm telling you, if you want to accomplish something, you want to do something with your life, man, the time is now. Don't wait for everything to be like, don't wait for all the stars to align to act like this has to be a certain way, and my butt cheek gotta be this flat for this to start working. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my dick straight, it's curved, I gotta straighten it out a little bit before I actually start on my project. Like, man, start that shit now. Some
women like the curve.
Yeah, curve it up. You know what I'm saying? But you got you stupid. But you got
rails,
yeah, it is, nigga. But yeah, man, you can't wait, man. You gotta just go, dude. You gotta just go. Like, if your whole dream is like to be a gigolo, but you're fat, like, man, start that shit now. And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Start banging them bras now and lose the weight as you go. Like, don't wait. Like, man, you ain't got time, man. You never know. You might end up getting all the way to where you're skinny and say you in shape, and then like you have a heart attack. The first time you have a job.
I'm about to say start having heart palpitations.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You need to get a chance to even do your new job because you're fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just start now, man. Stop all this. I'm gonna start it tomorrow bullshit, man. I'm telling you, man. Time flies.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. You gonna look up. You be looking like, what the fuck going on? Yeah. Man, get this shit done now, man. It's a good topic, ST, man. Letting people know.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's basically it, man. Like, just, y'all, be thinking constantly, what kind of legacy are you building? Like, constantly ask yourself that. I mean, especially if you're faced with a tough decision at work, you don't know exactly, what your next move is going to be. Like, you may be on the threshold of leaving your job because, I don't know, maybe you have a business venture that you want to pursue. And, maybe leaving right now wouldn't be the best option, but maybe it will be in the next, month or so.
Yeah.
But, just ask yourself, what legacy am I building? Like, while you're sitting there, in that chair making somebody else richer, be thinking about what you could be doing to not only start your legacy, but allow it to flourish.
Yeah.
For generations 10 times behind you. Like, be thinking about stuff like that. Because that's what all the geniuses do. That's what all the most powerful people in this world do.
And then, if you start a legacy, it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to finish. You could be the stepping stone.
Yeah.
For the next generation. You can get it started. Then your son or your daughter can come along and finish it.
Yeah.
Just
be the blueprint.
Get it started, man. That's just our problem. That's our problem with, speaking, black folks, man. We have nothing to pass down to our kids but spite.
Oh, yeah.
But spite and just hatred and, disdain and regret. It seems like that's all we're passing down to our children, man. Let's pass some fucking money down, man.
And genetics. That's
it. Yes. Let's just stop, like, man, like digging holes down and and jumping and shit, jumping far and running fast, man. That shit ain't gonna last much longer, man. Like, man, we need to start handing down monetary thing, assets.
Yeah.
That's what we need to start handing down to our kids. But man, good topic, man, ST, man. It's a real good topic.
Yeah, man.
Needs to be said.
Yeah, because, we pretty much, man, this show is basically, we're trying to, give y'all, everything that needs to be said that hasn't been said. Or maybe it has been said and nobody's really paying attention.
Well, you need to fucking listen.
Listen.
So,
yeah, we just trying to, we're trying to enlighten our family, man, because we want everybody to shine. We don't care what race or creed you are. We want everybody to shine.
Everybody need to shine, man.
You want everybody to come together, everybody to, to live in harmony, live in peace. Cause it's possible.
It is, man. It's extremely possible. Just people just don't think it can be.
Yeah, they don't want to. That's the reason why. They don't really want to. It all comes down to the fact that, especially for us, man, we really don't want to see each other shine. Which
Man,
is the dumbest
dog,
thing.
when we see somebody shine, man, it be so much hate come out of our, man, so much hate spew from our bodies, we can't even hide it.
Yeah.
Can't even hide it, man. Like we wear our hate on our sleeve, man. It be like, yeah, man.
We do.
Like the whole time, he's like, yeah, I'm happy for him. Like, why you loading a gun? Like, nigga, what you loading a gun for? I thought you said you happy for the nigga. Like, I ain't. And like, we need to like. I always applaud success, man. When somebody's successful, I applaud it, man. So when it's our turn or whoever turn it is, like you'll feel that love as well, and that karma, no karma will come back to you when what I'm saying, something happens to you.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Speaking of leaving a legacy,
yeah,
LeVar Ball.
Yeah,
LeVar Ball. That man is the perfect. He's a mixture of two great things. He's a mixture of bucking the system.
Yep.
And leaving his family a legacy. You may not agree with, his loud mouth. You may not agree with that. But you look at the method that he has of not only creating his legacy, but bucking the system so that people in his family may, and maybe even future generations won't have to, go through that same old avenue that, a lot of our sports, stars have, been subject to because they don't, I guess think outside of the box.
Yeah.
Like LeVar Ball, man, that's the kind of visionary you want to be. So salute to him, man. He's doing his thing.
He is, man. Even though he like may sound wild and crazy, man, he slide like a fox, man.
Yeah, I mean you gotta have some kind of intelligence to be able to pull, this off. Even though, I don't think people have gotten their shoes yet, so they gotta work on that. But
I think he always said November.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. As long as somebody gets some kind of product, you don't. Yeah, you kind of want to have your integrity intact.
Yeah, they'll fuck him all the way up if he just don't ever get any product. He just kept the money.
Yes, he would.
Because big ballers don't fall through with their shit. Like, okay, now, dog. Yeah. All right.
You better believe he got to come with something because Jay-Z said he bought 3 pair and he ain't got them yet. So. Yeah.
That's when I would go ahead and just produce them shits real quick. Like, I'm gonna keep it real, man. If a celebrity bought them, like Jay, because it'll be more exposure. Because Jay will wear them out, and people are like, man, Jay-Z wearing Big Baller brand. I would like, if Lonzo and him had the same size, because Lonzo ain't wearing the motherfuckers anyway, I'd give him to Jay. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
Because Lonzo ain't wore them bitches since the first game. Them shit was hurting his feet.
They probably were.
They were hurting his feet, man. That's why he stopped wearing them. Another good show, man. Another good topic, ST, man. You killed it, dude.
Yeah, we try, man. Just trying to get something good for y'all, for the family, man. For the fam.
For the fam. But go ahead and take this bit home, ST.
Alright, y'all. Like always, man, we just want to thank y'all for putting up with us for another week. We thank y'all for allowing us into your homes, into your cars, into your, your earbuds at work when you're supposed to be, doing that project or, watching them kids, We're glad that you allow us to take over your ears for, an hour or two. But like always, check us out on all our social media, on all of our streaming services. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Take a couple minutes to rate us and let us know.
Hit the favorite button too, man. It means a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do a back. Yeah. Every favorite you do, I'll do a semi cartwheel backflip for
it. We just want to send a special shout out to those on iTunes and Audio Mac, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Love y'all.
Hitting us up, keeping our playlist strong, man. We really appreciate that. Oh yeah, also remember to keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears open. We got some things coming down the pipeline. And ignorance is not a handicap, it's a personal choice. If there is no light, you must become the light. So be the light, y'all.
Be the light, motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's it, yo. Episode number 59.
59. You know, 10 more, we be at 69. Man.
We about this bitch. We gonna see y'all next week.
Peace, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Black Canvas Podcast. We'll see you next week.